Okay, cool, we're recording. So, now obviously if you're on here and you're not on my team, this is gonna be like a little different. So like my team has things that you might not have. So like just ask your upline if you're confused about something. But I'm gonna go over about 10 things that you need to get started in your business. If you're literally brand new, then this is perfect for you because it's really gonna get you going. So the first thing I want to say is please, please, please reach out to your upline and, be respectful to them, okay? They probably have a ton of other distributors. They're all of you are asking questions and we want that, okay? We want that, but you have to give us, 2 to 3 minutes to respond, okay? Don't be like, oh, she's ignoring me. We're totally not, okay? Half the time we're just helping out someone else or, helping out a customer or something like that. We're not ignoring you. Please don't think that. If your distributor is ignoring you for whatever reason, please find someone else to reach out to, okay? If you have a group chat, ask the group chat. If you don't feel comfortable with your upline, they're not helping you, something like that, then that's a different story. But if you know your upline's there for you and you just waited like 5 minutes and you're like, how do I respond to this? Like, give them 2 minutes. I promise they will help you out. It's going to be fine, okay? So let's have respect for each other. Let's realize we all have stuff going on, but we are here for you. So please reach out for help, because if you don't, you're literally like not using your resources, okay? So when it comes to this business, you really have to use your What? Okay, so using your resources is huge, because if you don't, you're literally just hurting yourself, right? So we not only have the team page, but you have your upline. If you don't have your upline, I'm sure there's somebody that can help you, either in your team chat or your upline's upline. Like, find someone to help you and stick with them and run together, because I promise if your upline sees you working, they're like gonna help you, okay? So but if you're simply not putting in the work, you can't depend on your upline to work for you. That's not how it works. But we are your mentor. We're not here to run your business, but we are here to help you. So like when I was new, I was asking my upline questions every single day. Even though I'm a double diamond, I still ask my upline stuff that I'm confused on, because I'm not just gonna sit here and be confused. Like, I'm gonna ask for help and figure it out. So the biggest thing is using your resources, your upline. YouTube is a huge helper, okay? So YouTube is crazy. There's literally so many videos from even other teams that might have a different approach of doing something. Maybe something speaks to you that your upline didn't bring up. Maybe you find someone you really look up to that's not a part of your team. Like, you can find those people on YouTube. Search It Works New Distributor Training. Search, find someone you really look up to. I really look up to Courtney Sharp. She's not a part of our team, but I really look up to her as a person. So like, find someone you look up to and really, watch them. What are they doing every day? What rank are they? Are they a rank that you want to be at? How did they get to that rank? That kind of stuff. So finding someone to look up to is great. But definitely utilize your resources, because if you just sit and wait on your upline to give you information, like, that's not really how it works. But ask for help, okay? They're not mind readers. Ask for help. And then, guys, so this is new. And this is something that we actually did not have before. So if you're just now joining this month, this is crazy, because you joined at an amazing time. We have brand new products. Our team is literally in the middle of boom season, okay? This is boom season. If you don't know what that is, that means everybody wants our products. Everybody wants to join our team. The products are literally like selling out, okay? Half of our stuff is on back order because everybody wants it. So you joined at an amazing time. Now, don't worry, like, corporate is working on getting these products back. Like, everything's fine. We're not like running out of stuff. Like, people are just going crazy buying stuff, okay? So corporate's on our side. So as far as training goes, now I mentioned your upline and YouTube. You also have the team page. So everybody on here should be a part of the Be Obsessed or Be Average page. That is our team. So I believe Cassie made that page, and it's like all of her team. So, you know, you have that, and there's literally so much training on there. Like, if you really want to make this business work, you have every resource to make it work, but you have to start utilizing them, okay? So not only do you have all that, but you have this new thing. So when you joined, it should have said, you know, download the Connect app, okay? Once you download that app, it's going to come up and it's going to say, okay, make sure that you're, you know, logged in to eSuite with your tax info. Your upline should be helping you fill that stuff out. After you get to that, so what you need to do is go into your Connect app, and it's going to ask you, like, what is your why? Okay, don't worry, nobody sees this, but it's kind of there for you. So, like, my why is to create a legacy for my family. I want to move back to Florida. I want to buy my mom a car, like that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put that in my why, so that way every time I log into the Connect app, I can see it. So it's basically just for you. Nobody's going to see this, but in your Connect app, so it'll say, I'm going to try to make this work. So this is it has your goals up here. It has, this is like not working, but it has today's progress. So this is basically follow-ups that you do through the Connect app. It's optional. If you need help on the Connect app, there's YouTube videos on it, okay? So, but here it says training and videos. So if you go to view all, it literally has training for day 1, day 2, and day 3, and it's multiple videos, but they're not long, okay? So this is not something where you're gonna have to sit at your desk and be like, okay, like I'll be back in 3 hours. Like, that's not how it works. These videos, okay, one is 6 minutes, the other ones are like a minute long. So you can literally get training from all these different places. So don't come to your upline and say, I don't know what to do. Look at your training, okay? Find something to do. Because if you're serious about making this business work, you will find something. It's not needed. Okay. So what else? So it has day 1, day 2, and day 3, and then it has some of our most popular products. Literally, it explains them to you. This is going to help you become familiar with the products, and it's literally giving you information, okay? When I joined, I didn't have this. I went through each product, and I kind of like learned them through the website. This is literally, guys, this could not be any simpler, okay? Stop overcomplicating this. Everything's literally being like spoon-fed to you if you just eat it, literally, okay? So download the Connect app and then watch these trainings, work closely with your upline, and you're gonna be fine, okay? But here's some other tips. So when your upline is telling you to send me screenshots, please, please, please do not change anything up until you 110% know what to say, okay? Because when you start changing things up when you're learning, then you start getting confused, okay? And then your upline can't help you because they're confused. Now, you know, if somebody asks, what is the hair, skin, and nails, what does it do, okay? I'm gonna send, or your upline's gonna send you a script for the hair, skin, and nails. Scripts are not bad, okay? The product is what it is, okay? There's no personalizing the product itself. Now, if that person says, oh, my hair is really brittle, it's really dry, like I really need help with, you know, my hair just doesn't grow. Now you can assure them like this is gonna help it grow and kind of customize it to what they said, but don't change the script around, and don't change like what you're saying that far from your upline to where it doesn't match up. Because if you do, you're gonna start getting confused, and then you're not gonna seal the deal with your customers because you're lost, okay? Trust me, your upline did not get here by mistake, okay? They did not enroll distributors by mistake. They obviously went through training and then found what worked for them, and now they're training you. So don't think like they're wrong. Now, if you want to change it up down the road when you're enrolling customers and you're like, this works better for me, that's fine. But until you get the hang of it, please, please, please Use the scripts that your enroller gives you. Use whatever, they're telling you what to say, because that's going to be easier for you to learn. And then later you can change it up to match whatever you want. So this is the third step, and it's staying consistent, okay? I have new distributors all the time. The number one reason they do not make it is because they try for like 2 days, and then they don't do anything, and then they come back and they're like, okay, it's not working. Well, okay, but you only did this for 2 days. You weren't consistent. You sent out 10 messages and some people said no, and now you're like, this doesn't work. That's okay. Like, it's not going to work by sending 10 messages. Let me tell you one thing. Your biggest battle in the beginning is obscurity. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows what your products are. Nobody knows any of this stuff, okay? When people don't know what the product is, they can't buy it. When people don't know who you are, they can't buy from you. If you're not popping up on somebody's timeline, how are they going to buy from you? And then if you don't ask them, how are you going to seal the deal? Seriously, like, that's kind of common sense, right? If we think about it that way, if nobody knows who I am, nobody can buy my products. If I don't follow new people, then I'm going to run out of people. Like, that's just kind of how it is. So don't say, like, within your first week, oh, nobody's coming to me, this doesn't work. Nobody even knows you exist yet, okay? Nobody even knows what the product is. You need to blow up these people's timelines. You need to show you're passionate. You need to message people and ask. Get the word out, or nobody even knows you exist, okay? That is the number one. That's like the hardest thing to get through. So if you're staying consistent, if you're posting every day, if you're following new people every day, if you're messaging them and talking to people, the more people you talk to, the better you're going to get at this, okay? Then you're going to be fine because you're doing your job, okay? But if you only do it for a couple days, like maybe Cindy wasn't on social media those 2 days you joined, but she really wanted to order. Well, guess what? You quit, so you didn't get that order. Okay? So do not give up. Do not give it just a week. Don't put a time limit on yourself, okay? Literally, I want you to challenge yourself to give it your all forever, okay? Give it your all as much as you can, okay? Literally every single day. I promise if you give it your all every single day for the first month of your business is going to change versus that person that put in work for a couple of days and then didn't do anything, okay? So if you just stick with it, like I literally can't tell you how I got to double diamond except that I stuck with it and I kept learning. The more I learned, okay. So the more I learned, the better I got. And then I literally haven't had people, nobody just jumped at the products in the beginning. Like I had to work for it. I had to message them. I had to get the post out there. Then sometimes it took 6 months for some people to reach out to me. Am I saying that you won't get your first order in 6 months? No, I'm saying that it builds up, okay? So you need to keep talking to people so that way it will build up. So that person that I talked to 6 months ago is going to order, like maybe they order 6 months from now, but I've already got my customers lined up. That's only a bonus later because they're going to sign up later. You know what I mean? So stay consistent. Give it your all, okay? Don't try for a couple of days and give up. Nobody even knows who you exist. Like that's literally the most ridiculous thing. You don't know that. Listen to me, guys, okay? Please listen to this part, okay? Did you just hop on a bike? Did you just hop on a bike and you were like expert, like doing wheelies? No, okay, no. Okay, let me tell you something. You're not gonna hop on this business and sign 1 million customers. That's not how it works. Do you go into a new job and know exactly what to do? Are you ringing stuff like at a grocery store, okay? This is why they train people. This is just like any other job, okay? So you're not gonna go into a grocery store job if you've never been a cashier and just ring stuff up and know where the barcodes are. You're not gonna know where they are. But those people that have been there, like, I don't know, a couple months, they're like bringing stuff up. You're like, man, I want to get that good. Well, guess what? You have to train. You have to train. You have to put in the work that they did to get to that point. Just like this business, you're not going to hop on the bike and be an expert. Okay? That's not how it works. Somebody's there holding the back of your seat, training you. And then, you know, however long it takes you, as much the faster you work at it, the harder you work at it, the better you're going to get and the faster you're going to get at it. So maybe it took you 3 days to ride a bike. You probably worked really hard those 3 days to ride that bike on your own for that person to let go. Okay, so y'all get what I'm saying here? Like, you cannot give up. You cannot give up after you have not even trained, okay? You need to work hard to learn whatever you can and keep building on that knowledge so that way you can get good at this. You're not going to be good your first 24 hours. Nobody's good at this. I'm still not amazing at this, okay? Like, I've learned stuff. I had to learn. Was it hard my first month? Heck yeah, but I had my upline there basically answering the text for me. All I had to do was like learn what to say next and believe in myself, okay? So that's just a little rant, okay? Like, do not give up on yourself. That is like the number one thing, okay? So other than that, you need to be posting, messaging, and following new people. If you're not following new people, you have no new audience. And you're going to run out of people to message, and you're going to run out of new people to be interested, okay? So you have to keep following people every single day. I probably follow at least 500 people on each of my 4 accounts every day because I'm never going to run out of new people. And for every 500 follows, I probably get 100 back. So like, you have to do a lot to get some back. If you were one of those girls like college, high school, and you like tried to get followers, you know what I'm talking about. Even if, don't try to blame it on It Works. Don't be like, oh, nobody's following me back because I sell It Works. That's not true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's not true, okay? If you were to put up pretty pictures like we do anyways, It Works, rap girls, right? But I'm saying, if you were to put up pictures of yourself in college, doing this, getting ice cream here, getting, you know, a milkshake here, like nothing about It Works, and you tried to get followers, it's going to be the same amount of work, okay? Like, literally, I did not have a lot of followers because all my friends would be like, they would tell me, okay, I would be like, how did you get 3,000 followers? And they were like, I just sit here and follow random people. It takes me forever. And I was like, oh, I ain't doing that. But then I joined this business and I was like, oh, I have to do this, you know? But it's the same ordeal. It took them, they were not doing a business. It took them tons of follows to get follow backs. So it is not It Works, okay? It is people. That's how people work. You have to do a lot to get a lot of responses. So just don't blame the business. There's no reason to do that. Okay. I've like went over a lot of these, but I'm at number 6 now. So self-development is huge. If you join this business and you're like, nobody wants to buy from me, it's my second day and like I've sent out 10 messages, nobody wants to buy from me, you're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself, okay? This is not me trying to be mean. This is not me trying to be ugly, but I'm telling you that it's not realistic, okay? You have to start being positive, because when you're negative about your business, why would anybody else be positive toward you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would somebody come up to you and be like, hey, like, I love your page. You look so, you know, they're not going to want to reach out to somebody negative anyway. So don't attract negativity or you're going to get negativity. Attract positive things. Be that open person that people, you know, see your posts and they're like, I'm going to message Allison because she's passionate about these products. She can help me get set up on, you know, these products. And, you know, like you want them to be comfortable reaching out to you. And then you also want to reach out to them. I can't tell you how many people are like, I'm so glad you reached out to me because I was scared to reach out to you, but I'm really interested in this, this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, girl, of course. What's your number? So don't be negative, okay? Self-development was brand new when I started. I didn't know what the heck it was. I thought it was evil, like witchcraft, okay? So I didn't know what it was. But then after my first month of doing absolutely nothing and being negative, I was like, okay, I'm going to give this thing a try. I went to Netflix. Okay, I could not afford Netflix, but I did. I put it on credit. And because my upline was like, you have to watch The Secret. And I was like, okay, and she was like, it's on Netflix. And I was like, well, I don't have Netflix, but I guess I'm going to buy Netflix. So I put it on my credit card and I bought Netflix, and I watched The Secret, and that changed everything. Okay. If you're new, I want you to watch. I'm going to type it in the chat. The Secret. It is basically stating the law of attraction. The law of attraction says whatever you think about, you bring about. If you're saying, nobody responds to me, guess what? Nobody's going to respond to you, okay? Now, think of this. Now, you'll hear more about The Secret. Like, when you watch it, it'll make more sense. But it's basically like, have you ever had a bad day and you're like, what else can go wrong today? And you're thinking all these negative things, right? Maybe, like, this happened to me in school all the time, and little did I know I was attracting all this, but I would spill coffee on my white shirt. I'd have to go home and change, and then, I find out all these bad things, like I should have been in class because they had a pop quiz, and then I missed that, and then it like tumbled down, right? And I kept saying, oh, I wish I could just have a good day. All these negative things are happening. I'm thinking about these negative things, and they keep happening, okay? That is the law of attraction. I don't care if you believe me or not. It's the truth. Whatever you think about, you bring about. I could have spilt that coffee on my shirt and been like, it's okay, I'm going to keep going. I look like I just spilled coffee all over myself, but it's a good day. Or instead, I was myself. I was like, I'm going home. This sucks. My whole day's ruined. You mean the first hour you spilt coffee, 2 to 3 seconds, ruined your whole day, and you haven't even seen the rest of the day? Like, no. Okay? No, it's not a bad day. Mistakes just happen, okay? Like, it's Earth, okay? We're human. So it's all about how you react to situations, okay? That person in your DM saying, it works as a scam. Are you going to let that person bring you down, or are you going to keep going, right? Anyways, watch The Secret. It's so good, and it will really change your mindset. Please don't complain to your upline or to anyone that nobody's responding. This isn't working. The products, I just don't know if they work. Okay, the products work, and you would know that if you actually use them, okay? So use the products, okay? What else? So half the time, new distributors come to me and they're like, this just isn't working. Okay, well, are you really working, or are you trying? Because there's a difference. Okay, so trying is messaging a couple people and saying, okay, I tried. And it's like, no, you didn't try. You weren't really working, and that's why it's not working. Okay, the business works when you do. So that's really, like, please ask questions in the chat. That's really all I had to go over, is just, stay focused, follow your upline, pick someone to look up to. You have all these resources. If you don't use them, that's on you. Okay, that is on you. It really doesn't matter who you sign up with in this business. You can blame your upline, you can blame your team, you can blame the business, you can blame all this stuff on your success, but it really boils down to you. Because if I can do this, then anybody can. Anybody can, okay? If Courtney Sharp was a recovering heroin addict and she can do this, and she's presidential diamond now, anyone can do this, okay? Anyone can do this, but are you willing to put in the work, or are you just going to sit around and let excuses run your life? Oh, I didn't have time today. Oh, like, I just signed up with a bad upline. Well, maybe you did, but you had other resources, okay? Like, yeah, so if you haven't watched, it's on YouTube if you search this. This is like my favorite video. If you search that on YouTube, it'll come up as Courtney Sharp, and she talks about her story. If you haven't watched that, those are the first thing I really watched in my business that opened my eyes, because I was like, wow, You know, she came from literally nothing. Guys, she was a heroin addict. Like, do you know how many people did not trust her and did not, like, it's just crazy. Anyways, so if she can do this, anyone can. I mean, there's thousands of success stories in this business. Like, that's just some, like, an example, because I do look up to her. But, you know, anyways, I think we have like 10 minutes. So ask questions in the chat if you have questions. But literally, guys, if I can do this, and, you know, all these top leaders, they didn't get to the top by just trying for a couple of days and being like, oh no, like, never mind, this is not for me. They made it for them. You either make it for you or not, okay? Like, just like what I said, riding a bike. You don't get on a bike and just like start going, okay? You have training wheels. Then somebody holds the back of the seat for you because they know you're going to turn over. You got to find your balance. I mean, this business will work if you work. That's really the whole thing. I have 4 Instagrams and I have Facebook. I don't use Facebook much, but I have 4 Instagrams. Now, don't freak out if you're new. You don't have to have 4 Instagrams. Okay, I built one the second one when I was like Ruby, because I got blocked in my first one, and I was like, man, like this ain't right. So then I made a second one, and then when I was going diamond, I needed another one, so I made a third one, and then just recently I made a 4th one. And it's a little out of control right now, but the more people you can reach out to, the better. But I'm not saying overwhelm yourself. Go at your own pace, okay? Remember that there's nobody like you, and there's no story like yours. I don't care if somebody signed up the same date as you and now they're Ruby and you're stuck at distributor. That's fine, as long as you've still got your eyes on your goal and you're still going for it, okay? That's fine. Now, if you've sat around and like not done anything, and that person that signed up, you know, the same time as you as Ruby, like, you can't blame anybody but yourself. Like, they probably stayed focused and worked really hard, and that's why they're Ruby and you're not. But realize that you can turn around your situation. You don't have to be like, oh, I suck. Turn around your situation. You can do this in one day. Make a decision today. Okay, I'm going to start giving it my all. And I promise you that you will start creating your story then, okay? Maybe it's that you had a rough start and that you decided to make a change and you got to go in. Maybe you started off really strong and then you hit a breaking point and you were like, oh, like I'm stuck, okay? Sometimes we feel like that. I felt like I was stuck at diamond, okay? And I felt like I was. But it's all about what you do to turn it around, okay? It's all about what you do to not stay in that situation that you're in. The first, I think I was going executive, and I was watching this video, and this girl was talking about how she was in diamond jail because she was stuck at diamond for so long. And I was like, man, if I could have that problem, I'm stuck in distributor jail. But I was complaining because I wasn't doing anything to get myself out of distributor jail. People don't just get out of jail. Like, they got to get out of jail, okay? So get yourself out of jail. Get yourself out of that Ruby position. Maybe you're having a hard time signing those 4 customers. I guarantee you, if you follow these steps, post, message, follow, stay consistent, do your connect training, find somebody on YouTube to look up to, or the team page or team chat or anything, and you self-develop, I promise you, you'll be out of the 4 customer jail. You'll be out of distributor jail. You'll be on your way to promoting if you do these things. But if you don't, it's on you. It's not on anybody else. Like, really, it's just on you. You know, like, your uplines, and everybody wants success for you, but we can't do it for you. We literally can't do it for you. It breaks our hearts to see, you know, some of you not give it your all when we know that you can. But, like, there's nothing we can do about it other than help you and guide you toward those goals that you have. But if you don't take our help, like, we can't help. So that's basically all this is, unless y'all have questions. I'm trying to see, like, who's on here. But this will be on YouTube. I'll give it like 3 minutes to see if y'all have questions. It can be anything. But that's really all I wanted to go. Oh, one more thing. Hold on. So, okay. So, one other thing, if you're signing up distributors, please know that if you're not doing what you should be doing, then you're hurting your own distributors because they follow you. Okay, so if you know you should be messaging today and you're like, nah, I don't really feel like messaging today, guess what? Your distributors aren't going to message people because why should they if you don't? You're their leader. Okay, so if you're signing distributors and you're not doing your part, you're setting up your team for failure. I'm sorry, but you are. Be the distributor that you want to have on your team, okay? So I always tell people we work for what we want, not how we feel. I felt like crap today, okay? I'm still getting to work. You know, I did like over 100 follow-ups. I've message post followed I don't know how many times today. Like I'm still working even though I felt like crap, okay? Be the leader that you want your team to be. So please, please, please set the tone for your new distributors if you have them. Now, if you're just getting your 4 customers, don't worry about distributors yet. Take it one step at a time or you're going to get confused. But just remember, please remember, if you're signing up new distributors and not doing anything, they're not going to do anything either, okay? So that's basically it. Other than that, little tip real quick. Highly recommend getting a planner and making a schedule. If you don't have a schedule, you're going to say every single day, I don't have time, because you didn't make time. You didn't make time in your schedule. Okay, so now do I wake up at the same time every day? Really, no, but I make sure that I get everything done by a certain time. And then I have, you know, my time for my friends. I have time for my boyfriend, you know, for different things. So that way I can't say I don't have time because I make my time. I make my time. The time ain't in control of me. You know what I'm saying, y'all? All right. So I have a planner. I write down every single phone number that I get. So like this was last Monday. So this is every single phone number that I got on Monday. I wrote down my goals. I wrote down some affirmations about myself. This is huge. If you say to yourself, I'm not good at enrolling distributors, then you're not going to be good at enrolling distributors. So here lately, I feel like I've been lacking with customers. I bring in so many distributors, but I'm like, man, I'm just not good at enrolling customers. Well, I've got to change my mindset. So I've been writing down like every single day, I'm a mass loyal customer enroller, and I write it down like 20 times, okay? Just because if I write it down and I say it enough, I'm going to end up believing it. So anyways, this is just an idea. You don't have to do this, but this is how I keep track of all my people that I talk to. So this is all the numbers that I got on Monday. This is all the numbers I got on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The people that ordered, I just scratched them off. And then what I'm going to start doing is writing down the customers that order and then going back through, let's say, one day a month and being like, how do you like the products, like that kind of thing, because I'm really slacking at like doing that kind of stuff. So I highly recommend starting off strong. Like definitely do that. Highlight is always popping. I got ready today, guys, and my car wouldn't start. So I got ready to go see my friend. I took care of all my follow-ups, and then I went to go see my friend. I tried to go see my friend, so I got all ready, and then my car wouldn't start. So I was here all day, but that's fine. Devil trying to mess with me, but it's fine. So anyways, I write down the numbers that I get. I write down my goals. Writing down your goals is huge. If you don't have a goal, you're not going anywhere. Even if your goal is to enroll 1 customer a week, you better write that goal down, okay? So write your goals down.